Shauna here.
Hello.
What's up, Shauna? How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Have you ever used a steel mace before?
No, I'm not. I use, what's it called?
A sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Okay, cool. So I talk a lot about moving in 3 planes. I give, triathletes and kind of CrossFit and weightlifters a hard time because everything they do is straight ahead. So this workout's going to be kind of 3 moves in 3 planes. So let's start out. Scoot over just right here for me. Cool, and exactly how Shauna's grabbing it, she's got her right hand over, and then we're gonna bring your left hand over. So this basic posture right out of the gate is really good. You're gonna do what we call rip and crush. So think about pulling this thing apart. And what I really like back here is now she can relax through these shoulders and try to pull those elbows in. Ooh, that's a little bit different now. And then pull them back. So that's that kind of external rotation where a lot of us are messed up. Okay, so then from there, you're going to extend this right arm out on top as you come into a squat. Get that right arm all the way long and then come back up. Every time you get back in there, pull that right back in. Perfect, she's making it look easy. Do 3 more like that, then I'm gonna ask that you switch the direction of the mace and face the other way so they can see your angles here. Great job, Miss Shauna. Good, we're just warming up the squat here.
Which way am I turning?
Yeah, perfect, right there, and then come and turn and face towards me. Okay, face towards me, and then we'll flip the mace over. That's pretty smooth for your first mace flip. That was good, I like it. Okay, same thing right here. She's got another 5. Perfect, so we're just warming up that squat. You guys all know it's the fundamental squat flow, getting through that position, and every time setting the shoulders. Love that guy. A couple more. And after you finish that one, you'll face the mirror, or face the camera. Okay, so now, can you go from side to side? So you slide the bottom hand up, and then pull it apart. So it's slow, and we call it petting the cat. All right, you want it to come here and you almost kind of bring it back. That way you encourage to be smooth, right? This is also just kind of fun. Can you make it smooth? Can you set your shoulders every time? There you go. Every time pull that into your chest. Nice work. Good. Do 1 more of those each side. Every time pull it apart, elbows in, back to the other side. Awesome, great work. You can chill out for a second. All right, so now you have the same squat and you're gonna alternate sides.
Okay.
So face me, scoot back just a step. All right, so we're here, and then we're gonna squat, press, come back up, pull apart, cut the cat.
Cut the
Good.
cat.
And good, there you go. All right, try to get your breath going with it wherever you can. We've got synchronized mace flow going on right here. Good, again, the subtle coordination of this is very underrated. And that's part of this is why this is kind of a flow-inducing exercise. And then with that little extension, it allows us to get a little bit lower into the squat. Good, let's go ahead and do 1 more on each side. Boom, it's like we've done this before. Shauna, nice work. You can lose that, guys, and you'll just crawl onto your mat and you're gonna come into the quadruped or all 4s position for me. All right, so remember, in this quadruped, we want to get that cat-like motion. That way the lats are engaged and push those knees out a little bit. Okay, from here, you're going to shoulder tap, now heel raise, hip extension, hip extension. Perfect, keep that pattern down 4 more times. Okay, can she stay nice and even here? Can she get that full hip extension there without the back arching? Right, can you stabilize your spine and move your legs? The other way you can advance this is if she's going a nice kind of steady pace. If she wants to make it harder, she can hold longer. If she wants to make it easier, she can go faster. And that's what I love about this practice is you repeat a lot of these fundamental movements, but it's always either easy or hard based on where you're at for a day. Good, nice work. Last time through. Good, hold up this hip extension for me. Good, squeeze it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Good, and as you pull that one up, think about pushing this knee down and pulling your palms back. Get those lats all the way engaged and rest, nice work. Oh, that's kind of sneaky, right? And then the idea of fast and loose, just do kind of like this kneeling Egyptian. You're just gonna kind of internally rotate one and squeeze the other one. This is just a good reminder, especially swimmers, our shoulders are getting stuck forward. That's gonna help just pull them out. Just 1 more on each side. You wanna undo all that. So it's basically a Cossack squat with that motion, right? So we have our wide base of support. Okay, the globe's on the right. Let's side lunge to the left, all that weight into the left leg. Right leg stays nice and long. Good, come all the way back up, pull it in. Pet the cat, flip it over. Good, go the other direction. Pull it back in, flip it over. Right, there we go, keep it going. And you can go, she's got the globe, she's going to her left and the globe's to the left. We can go either way, so if you get switched up, it's not a big deal. We'll just try to coach you through to make sure that you're going different directions. Again, the weight of the globe and the extending out allows you to get a little bit deeper in that hinge. Can you shoot that booty back? Look how low she's getting. Get all the way down there, ass to grass. Can your butt touch the back of your leg? Woo! Can you sit all the way down? You know that's a thing. People can do that. Oh, so close. Good, you got one more, Sean. All right, so you got a little distracted. That rep range was about 5 to each side, and how we talk about different planes of motion, that is in the side-to-side plane of motion. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a little squat. We go with our little squat panther work. She's gonna internally rotate that left knee, bring that left hand down. That's what I call the superhero pose. Kick that left leg back out. At any point, you can make adjustments. I like that Shauna's settling in. Do you like where this leg's at? Because we want this pushing away, right? Can we separate from this shoulder to that hip? Okay, big thing I'm looking for is she nice and strong, nice and tall in here. Now she's gonna drop that hip to the ground. In the first 1 or 2, you're really just kind of warming up. Good, as she loosens up a little bit, can she drop back? Woo, good. So that's pulling that whole side body, right? Really specifically good for swimming. I also get super tight in this line. This is my one movement that if I'm feeling out of whack, I make sure that I warm up this position with the squat panther. Good, one more. Good, come back up and see if you can come to your squat and face me real quick. Okay, establish. Okay, now you're gonna use that right side. So right side down, bring that right hand to the ground, kick it back. Perfect. Again, I want them to be able to see the setting of the shoulder right here. And this leg, I'm bringing out a little bit wider, a little bit farther. Okay, you want to be nice and stable. Joint stacking is number 1. Okay, fully engaged from the lat, knee driving away. Good side plank from here. Drop that hip to the ground. Good, coming back up. Nice established. And then start to open it up. Reach back a little bit. Can you see yourself in that camera over there? Hi. Hey, girl. Good, reaching back. We're looking for about 5 of these reps. Again, if this is too hard, just holding this position is a way that you can regress this movement. Just getting used to this, any modified side plank. Last one, and then can you step back into that squat? Nice, Rick, you can take a little relax. Perfect. We moved 2 planes. We squatted, which was the sagittal plane. We did the Cossack squat or side lunge thing. Now we're gonna rotate, okay? So what Shauna's gonna do, she's gonna start in our hinge, and she's gonna start just in that face-off position real quick. So come back to square, and then bring that right hand under and the left hand. Just reach it right down here. Okay, perfect. So now you can use that internal rotation a little bit from the right knee, and then you're gonna come up and rotate this way. Hang out right there for me. On this first one, I really like you to hold it. She wants to be nice and strong, good rotation. You can see how much she turned through the hips, and this is what I refer to as squashing the bug. Good, come back down. Good, use that little bit of internal rotation, now rotate. Good, come back down, use that breath, and think about rotating your right hip and your right shoulder back as much as you can. And you can play around with a little bit of the different finishing positions, right? I like that she's finishing with that elbow high, she's tucking the other, and there's a lot of different positions that I'll teach or coach. I really like to see people's normal range of motion and then adjust it. Okay, you're gonna go 10 seconds, so you're gonna go fast now. Forget the tension, just move through the hips. 9, 8, 7, 6, a little bigger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, she almost lost it. She almost took out the mood. Okay, good.
Sorry.
Shauna, are you breathing hard?
Yes.
A little bit, okay? So down regulate your breath, 3 Hubermans. You can even slow it down. First breath is quick, second one, follow through. Side out. One more. Right? A reminder, anytime your heart rate gets high, you feel anxious, if you condition yourself to do that, imagine what will happen. Go ahead and face me this time. And we'll do the same movement, go in the opposite direction. Scoot a little bit more towards your right. There we go. All right, start in that hockey face-off position. Good, use that little bit of internal rotation, and then rotate. Good, and you can see that line. I talk a lot about opposite hip, opposite shoulder. Look how long she is from this shoulder to this hip all the way down. And the same thing on the other line. Good, coming back. Nice. This is your strong side, huh? Or stronger side, I should say. Good, find the stability. And that's a lot why I talk about stability as the path to the most stability, because you gotta be able to stick that landing. All right, she's doing a great job with high tension. Now I wanna see that hip rotation. I wanna see that fast turning. Go, go, go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Cool, take that from you. I'm actually going to demonstrate an exercise. I know a lot of my clients don't believe that'll happen, but we're going back to our quadruped position and just finding a little bit of an advanced version. Is I'm going to raise this right hand and my left leg at the same time, and can I come to the crab position? Okay, as you come back, you're just going to try to decelerate. So I'm almost thinking about pulling my elbow into my knee, but I got to be strong right here. Woo! And see that control? It's almost like if you can make it look like it's in slow motion. And this is your rotational exercise. Can you wring yourself all the way out of your torso? Good, so we'll start easy, come to the ground. Okay, and you're going to raise your right arm and your left leg and just hold it there for a second. Right arm, left leg, and hold it. Make sure your joint stacking is good. Other side. Right, and if this is too hard, you go back to the quadruped. We'll do a couple more of those. Good. Good, now go to the other side and step back through to that crab, so rotate underneath. Oh yeah, good. And that's easy enough, you can just go there. Okay, come back through to where you were at. Good, go the other way. Plant those feet, drive the hips, come all the way up this time. Right, full expression. I like this one just because it reminds you to stack. Okay, almost tuck this elbow to your knee and decelerate back.
Push me.
That one, yep. It's natural, you'll feel it. Good, and do the same thing, your own expression, right? As slow as you can. See, there's that knee to elbow. Plant the foot. What reach feels good? Does it feel good to come overhead? Does it feel good to ring out? Beautiful, right? You can make that whatever you need to. And again, the more you move it with your breath. That's why we call this stuff squat flow, because yes, we want the movements to be flowy and fluid, but it's really flow inducing, meaning you just get really in the moment and you chase what your body needs or feels. And as you do enough of these patterns, it gets really amazing what you can create and you can do. Again, we're looking for about 5 on each side. Let's just do 1 more on each side. Shauna's doing a really good job of going nice and slow and smooth. You can go a little bit faster, you can go a little bit slower. I coach it a lot of different ways, but ultimately we really want control. Boom, beautiful. Good, nice. How are you feeling?
Sweaty.
Cool, last little cool down right here. This is my favorite move in the world. You're gonna get your left hand on there and kind of drop back like you're in a child's pose. All right, again, so pushing down here as much as you can, almost like you can push it away and get that nice long length with that lat. Good, rotate your right arm underneath down here, thread the needle. Try to think about stacking the shoulders. Good, again, this is where we always get tight, especially you guys that are swimmers. This is the sauce right here. Now come back up and raise that right arm as high as you can. Okay, keep the hips back. Right, hips work with lats, and the more that you push that away, do that whole side body, right? Thread that needle 2 more times for me. Back underneath, use a breath. All the way back up and stack. Use that breath. Again, the breath can be used for 2 things. More tension, so she can push a little bit harder with that left hand, or she can really use that breath to soften up and ease into the position. So a lot of times we'll all coach taking 2 breaths. Go ahead and switch to the other side. And this is another one of those workouts that, hey, I ran yesterday, or I'm sore, I want to do something today, but I don't want to beat myself up. How good does this feel, Shauna? Just enough to get sweaty, but when you move in 3 planes, your body feels better. Thread that needle 3 times. And the Mace is such a good tool for this stuff too, because you can use that offset load, and you can use it just to stretch and to use leverage. That's probably how I use it more so than not, is I really like to do this before I go paddleboarding, because I just feel like it wakes me up in any of that stability or any position that I can. And again, it's all about those lats. Most people's tightness in their shoulders, in their back, all that kind of stuff, is because they're so tight in those freaking lats. 1 more, raise it up nice and high. Smile and wave at that camera. Bye, guys.